Hey guys, Boston, Massachusetts is checking in, and we're about to talk about it. The R. Kelly story. I never did a story about the R. Kelly story because I don't know why, but I felt like all these women were coming forth alleging that they were basically in like a cult type relationship with R. Kelly and was being held against their will. Some older and some younger. And I feel like if this guy was such a monster, why they did not throw him under the jail? Why did they allow R. Kelly to walk free? And why did the parents accept money over justice so that they can stop this predator if he was really a predator, like they say? I always thought to myself, like, how are some of these people connecting with these celebrities? You understand? Like, how are they having these chance encounters? And then, what was their moral upbringing? What was the real deal that they wanted to be around R. Kelly? I mean, they weren't getting any money. They weren't making music, with the exception of Aaliyah, who was already an entertainer in the industry. Why the rest of these ladies were not making music? I mean, he is one of the most acclaimed producers. So I always thought about that. And I think a victim would resist. A victim would not freely and willingly go to a person's house whom they have no children with and just stay there, hang around them, especially if he's garbage, if he's a trash ass person. It's a lot of sickness I hear related to R. Kelly. He's supposedly been raped by his sister, messing with little girls. Now they're reporting that his granddad is his father. I really don't know what to believe. But let me tell you something. There was a comedian from Boston, Massachusetts, named Patrick O'Neal. And, during his early stages of his career, he was getting hooked up by Spike Lee. But his story is very, very interesting. Y'all should check him out. Patrick O'Neal is his name. And I remember he said that they wanted to fire his whole crew. But not only that, this is the key right here. And this is what I think is happening with a lot of the people in entertainment. A lot of people's murders, especially. Now, he said when they know you hang out with someone that they dislike, they'll tell you to go and drop something in their drink, something lethal, something to kill them, to hurt them. And I believe that's the same thing that happened to Pimp C, Whitney Houston, many people who are no longer with us. When you rebel against the masters, the people who is controlling Hollywood behind the scene, I noticed that they will personally attack your character assassination. You understand what I'm saying? Because of something that you may have said, you understand, or something that you did not do. I feel like the same thing is happening with Nicki Minaj. I think when the people don't agree to murder someone that is well liked and well known, and that they may have a relationship with, I think that they start character assassinating them. You understand what I'm saying? Because the most important thing is to put the information out there, whether it's true or not. Once you hear it, and especially from well-established news channels, and like the Wendy Williams show, E-News, TMZ, once you hear it, you're going to believe it, you're going to run with it, because they're supposed to be credible celebrity gossipers, keeping us up to date with what's going on with our favorite celebrity. So I believe that this is what is happening to a lot of our celebrities, along with them supposedly killing their own people, their own relatives. This is my own personal opinion. I can be wrong, but listen to that interview they had with him. His name is Patrick O'Neal, and he talks about them, and he talks about how, when you refuse to do ungodly acts, commit murder, sleep with them or the executives, that they basically assassinate your character. Even the guy B. Dot talked about something like this. And it's very interesting that, they did this to Bill Cosby, because, as you know, I did report that Janice Dickinson said that she was lying about Bill Cosby. And I'm like, well, didn't he get convicted based upon her testimony? So I'm rather shocked. And it's always layers to the BS with Hollywood. The whole thing about Hollywood is fool the masses. You understand? And also, you know what? Check out this guy who talks about cloning in depth. And he talks about a few people that they had killed, at the cloning center. And his name is, I would like to say John Marshall. But if you type in cloning, his name should come up. You don't hear them talking about that too much. You understand? And his story also is very interesting. And let me tell you something. It is something with our cloning. Whether we want to believe it or not, we be seeing their chips malfunctioning. That's why a lot of these celebrities, in my opinion, be broke. Because I believe that they sell their image to the tune where they make these clones of them. And the whole thing about entertainment is persuasion, influence, and really illusion. You understand? It may look like, don't mean it is. I tell you, we have to start looking deeper into these stories about what we hear about our favorite celebrities on the internet. even if it's a little snippet of it, it may have some truth to it, because it ain't plastered all over the internet like believe this, believe this, believe this, and not trying hard to convince us. So I said all of that to say these. Go check out them channels, guys. You understand what I'm saying? And there was a place here in Boston, Massachusetts called Fisher Science, I believe, Fisher Science. And, they offered me a job once. So I was like, let me do some research on the company. And when I did research on the company, it was talking about how they provide all of these services to scientists, as far as like some of the products they use and that sort of thing. But one thing that stood out to me after I seen the John Marshall interview, I questioned the Lord and I said, Lord, is cloning real? You understand? Because Hollywood like to tell you indirectly about things that's happening in this world, okay? And when I was doing my research, I found out that they had a cloning kit. So I was like, a cloning kit? What is a cloning kit? What do you use a cloning kit for? So that kind of sealed the deal for me personally, to confirm that cloning is real. Look at the movie Stepford Wives, the one with Nicole Kidman. Look at the movie Body Snatchers from back in the day. That movie also was bringing this to light. We didn't know that because we always look at television as entertainment. You understand? But there's the word of God said, let all those with eyes see and let those with ears hear. So it's up to you whether you want to believe it or not. But at least look at the information that people are giving us to provide. I mean, to like really start looking at these people that we like to be influenced by. And another thing with the guy John Marshall, he's never wrote a book, never looked for money, didn't want to do a movie. And you know what? He said his whole purpose of doing what he did and telling his story is to expose the industry. And all the celebrities know about this. Everybody who is somebody in this world know about this. So, you know what? Check out those pages, guys. Tell me what you think. And again, like I said, it goes back to that Gucci Mane. People was like, that's not Gucci Mane. You understand, with the cloning thing. I seen something with YBN. I seen something also with Kodak Black. Who's missing now? Kodak Black. Well, he's not missing, but he's incarcerated. But that guy do not look like the same guy that went to jail. You understand? The person that my daughter showed me when he first came out. Kodak Black, let me tell you something about prison. Prison, you ain't going to come out skinny. You're going to either come out fat or built, like really in good physical shape. Okay, guys, gotta go. Bye.